Thank you for one like. One like, one like, one like, one like. My eye is twitching, y'all. Good morning. Look at my eye. You see my eyes twitching. It only does it when I'm relaxed. I got to stay off the internet. That's why. Hey y'all, hey y'all. I got to tell y'all what happened to me last night at the hotel. I'll tell y'all, I want to get more people in here. More people, more people, more people. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I just had breakfast. Now I'm sleepy again. I should be out running, right? No, I'm not. My right knee is hurting. My hip been cutting up today for certain. Probably because of the way I was sitting on that damn Greyhound bus station. That Greyhound bus. Oh God, the worst ride in the world. Mm, 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 mm. Well, I'm just waiting on a few more people. I got to tell y'all what happened to me last night. Last night. Last night. I got to tell you what happened to me last night. Mm, mm, mm. Last night. Oh, last night. Well, for a while there, like people were coming in, then it just kind of like say like, we ain't going nowhere. Why do I have a thing in my pants? I don't know. Well, I don't think nobody else is coming in, so I'll go ahead and tell y'all the story. So, when I got in last night, the reason why I didn't get out of makeup last night is because um, I try to stay in character sometimes so I can mingle with the crowd and my ears need to be cleaned out. Mingling with the crowd, act crazy. The later it gets, the more crazier I get. So I was just a straight. Last night I was just a straight clown until I got home. Like I was just doing crazy stuff. Like we were in South Dallas off of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and I was doing stuff like, "Y'all, I'm gonna walk down the street, go get me something to eat." And there's like, PT, don't you go down there. I said, "Child, the Lord gonna protect me." Just doing crazy stuff now. Just going back into the club, telling the lady, "We gotta start the show. Show getting ready to start." PT, we already had the show. Just doing crazy stuff. And this one lady walked up to me and she said, "Oh my God, I'm from Kansas City, Missouri." She said, "Who are you?" I said, "My name is PT." She said, "You are so funny." I said, "I don't think I am, but I appreciate the compliment." And I said, "Well, if you ever need an MC in Kansas, I'm available." She's like, "Okay." and and so I got in about maybe 3 o'clock because we was all sitting around talking last night, and And so pretty much, that was it. We was just sitting around talking, and that's when I called my Uber, and shit, you call them Ubers about 2 in the morning, them bitches be like, they jack the price up. They jack the price up because everybody leaving the club, and stuff like that. Anyway, so when I get to the hotel, my key, the room key was in my bag, and I'm digging out in my bag, and as I'm digging in my bag, a black guy comes from out of the restroom down the hallway. He looked at me, I looked at him because I didn't know who he was. He goes, "Do you have a room here?" I said, "That ain't none of your business if I have a room here or not." Right? And so I realized, oh, he must work for this. I said, "Sir, mind your business. Please mind your business. You don't belong in here." Huh? What? You need to get out of this hotel. I said, "Well, call the police then." I swear to God, y'all, he did all of this last night. I said, "Well, call the police then. Call the police." As I was searching for my key, and then I had to use the restroom too. So I was just fidgeting trying to find my key, and so I got out of makeup and I was pissed. I ain't said nothing to the people at the front desk yet. Well, if the guy that works up there, he ain't nobody. He's just a regular worker. But at 2 o'clock, I'm deciding on if I'm gonna stay another day here, go get another room. Uh, but I don't know. I might just stay here because this room ain't number $45. But anyway, so so when I got out of makeup, I go up to the front. I said, when I'm walking up to the front desk, he said, "Yeah, we don't want that kind in here." I said, "Excuse me?" I said, "Sir, I'm the one that you was talking about." Well, I, I, I didn't know. I didn't know what you was doing. You was acting like you was trying to break in the room. I said, "Sir, I wasn't breaking in no damn room. You should have just waited to see what I was doing. I mean, you're not the police. You're not the security. You work the front desk." And he goes, "Well, you don't know how long I've been here." "Well, you don't know how long you ain't gonna be here messing with me, sir." I say, "First of all, I'm a gold member, and that's not how you approach your customers at a hotel. First of all, you should have been like, 'Good evening. Is there anything I can help you with?'" Yeah, if I was some white woman with a purse trying to get in the room, you'd be asking, "Is there anything I can help you with, ma'am?" I already know that for a fact. I know that for a fact. That's the first thing he would have said. Instead of saying, "You don't belong in this hotel. We don't want your kind in here." And then when I walk up to the front desk, he didn't know who I was, and he was getting ready to start talking about me until I told him who I was. Oh yeah, all that shit happened last night. I can't wait till the 2 o'clock shift come in because I know the girl that worked the front desk, and me and her was talking yesterday, and I told her. She said, "Why do you always want your room on the very end?" I said, "Because I like to avoid issues because I understand that some people are not, but this is a gay area that we're in. This is considered Oakland, Cedar Springs, the, Highland Park area. So this is a very well known area for the LGBTQ plus community. So, like, but I still know that some people are still narrow minded, and you know, I just try to avoid issues and problems and people. So I always try to get my room on the very end. So all I gotta do is, if I decide to get in makeup and swish on out the back door, or come in and swish on in the back door, I ain't gotta bother nobody. He just happened to be coming out when I was trying to get into my room. But I felt like that instead of you asking me, what are you doing in this hotel? You should be like, "Is there anything I can help you with?" Yeah. So yeah, I told him, "Well, don't worry about it. I'll be talking to your MOD when I come Monday. I'm gonna talk to the girl that worked the front desk. She's a good friend of mine, and she knows me and her were just talking yesterday. I just like to have my room on the very end. I don't want to bother nobody. I like to go in, go out, and that's it. And I don't always I usually don't. Well, I take that back. Sometimes I do stay in makeup. It just depends on the situation. But last night, that club I was at last night, they don't really have a dressing room. They have restrooms. So I didn't want to take up the whole bathroom with taking off my makeup. You know how long that takes to take your makeup off, and it was just too much. So I just decided I just, to stay in makeup. Then when I get here, take the makeup off. So anyway, that's what I went through last night, y'all. Yep, that's what I went through. He's already gone now. He's gone. There's somebody else at the front door, front desk now, and I got a 2 o'clock checkout. So I'm still debating on if I'm stay here another day or go get another room because I really don't want to see that girl's face again ever. And he's definitely gonna get his ass in trouble as soon as the people come in here at 2 o'clock. I'm gonna tell them exactly what happened. Exactly. Other than that, these girls have been cutting up in the Marriott. They have been cutting up. Tell your mama to go for a run, because I ain't going for no goddamn run. Is you crazy? Anyway, when I first checked into this room, it was so goddamn cold in here. And then now I can't get it back down to freezing cold no more. Janet, I think I asked you this the other day, but I wasn't for sure. When you bought a ticket to my show, was it the first show or the second show? Was it the $30 ticket or was it the $100 ticket? I couldn't remember. No, there were no $100 tickets. Was it the $50 ticket, Janet, that you bought or that included the drink? Because I was everybody who bought tickets. If you live in Texas, you don't have to pay for another ticket. Okay, why my phone is not charging up? What the hell? Oh, it was $50 ticket. Okay, yeah. Yeah, y'all don't have to buy another ticket, child. If y'all live in Texas, just come to the show. Hell, I didn't charge. A lot of folks didn't get in. Didn't have to pay to get in the last time. Okay, why is my phone not charging up? Okay, she just said bloop. So I guess she charged her. Oh boy. Well, y'all, I just lost connection. I'm just sitting here for some reason. There we go. For some reason, I was just frozen for some reason. What's the Wi-Fi look like? Is the Wi-Fi good? Please don't tell me y'all watching me and the Wi-Fi is messed up. It should be good. I'm on their Wi-Fi. It should be good. But that was the only thing. Okay, that's the only thing that's happening in my world. I want to share it with y'all and tell you what happened. Another day at the Marriott. Oh boy. Well, ain't nothing else happening, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. Y'all just in there looking. So I guess I'll check in with y'all like I always do later on. And there's no show tonight. No show tonight. If I do a show, it's gonna be right here in my hotel room because I don't plan on going out tonight. Don't plan on it. Mm-mm. I need to relax. I know I'm too me too, Janet. I'm about to fall asleep. Oh, I gotta call Chase and tell him, child. Ooh, What you mean points? Who keeps sending you points? Marriott, child, you can send them points to me so I can use them. Yeah, that's it. That's I like when y'all talk back to me. I like when y'all say stuff back to me. I hate when y'all just stare at me and y'all don't say nothing. I surely we can keep a conversation going. Let's keep it going, baby. All the other people on here just being nosy. Probably some over there playing with themselves, looking at me. Hmm. Like the lady that called into the show. Oops. Uh huh. It's a lot of y'all. From who? Marriott? Are you going to use them? If you're not, baby, you need to email me, get my name, and send them to me. Yeah, that's what you need to do. Because then I won't have to pay for my room for today and tomorrow. Baby, that show. And with my points I got now, oh yeah, they give me 2 free rooms. Praise God. If you ain't gonna use them, give them to me, honey. My son, I used my son points, but it wasn't Marriott. It was Hilton when I went up there and when I went to Atlanta. I used his points. Hilton. Hilton. Do, 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 do. Nope. Not gonna do it. You're blocked. Goodbye. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye. Bye bye. We're not doing that, honey. Come on, Pat. Well, call Marriott and they'll tell you how to do it, and you email me and send them points over to me, honey, because I could. That'd be your sponsorship for my trip this weekend. That's $104 I can put in my pocket. Because these rooms are $45 a night plus incidentals is $20 a day. So we could like for 2 days like $140. It was really just $100 if you didn't pay the incidentals yet. Which ain't bad. $45 a night for this little room, child. For this little room. You call Marriott, they'll tell you how to do it, but you got to email me, get all my info. I think you just need my Bon Voyage number. Yeah, that's all you need. You just need my Bon. Why you're not going to use the points? I've been telling y'all for the last 10 years, anybody got Marriott points y'all don't need, give them the BT. Shit, that's better than the Cash App. Shit, okay. Don't let them just sit there when I could be using them. Amen. Ooh, my eyebrows. It looks like it doesn't look like my eyebrows are arched or something wrong with them, but that's just how they are. They've been like this all my life. You know, they don't. I'm glad I don't have thick eyebrows. I don't arch them. I don't do any of that. They just how they look. But it seems like it's more hair here than it is over here. So now your grandma got wizard eyebrows, and your granddaddy got a wizard nose. Yeah, that's what that is. Baby, they be sit back waiting to say something, knowing they're gonna get blocked. All right, Pat, I'm gonna be waiting on you. We going to do this. Going to sponsor my room for the next 2 days, honey. With them 24,000 points, baby, I'll be good. PT be good, honey. And they 24. Oh yeah, and they switch them over right as soon as you do it. Yeah, but you just have to have my name and my. You have to have my name. You have to have my name and my uh, Bon Voyage number. That's all you need. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be waiting, Pat. I'm gonna see. It's you know my email address, comedianpt at yahoo.com. Or you can Call me at 972-888-885. Actually, text that number, 972-885-8492, and then I will respond to you. But you got to call Marriott first and see what they tell you. And if they say, yeah, you can give somebody your points, and ask them how long does it take. First of all, I think it takes. I think you could do it the same day, if I'm not mistaken. Bitch, it is hot in here, and I could have swore I turned my damn. I'm gonna turn this bitch down to 6. I'm gonna turn this bitch all the way down to 40, cause bitch, it is hot in here. Let me see. What have we got this girl on, honey? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, we're gonna put this down. We're gonna put this girl up to 69. How about that? That's my sign, Cancer. Yeah, yeah. Get in contact with them. I'm gonna open up my computer, cause when you send me a text on that number, the 972-885-8492 number, I can only look at it when I'm on my computer. So I'll look at it. Sure will, baby. Oh, baby, she kicked in, honey. Ooh, I'll put that girl down to 60, honey. She kicked on in. I'm gonna be snoring in a minute. You said yes, PT. Another thing in the email is resorts 3 nights. Well, yeah, they probably won't let me use that, but they'll let me use the points. Is there a reason why you won't use the points, or you're not using them because you don't travel like that, or what? I bet just a lot of people watching me got some Marriott points. Y'all just being shady and don't want to give them to me. Fuck that pump. I ain't giving that pump my stuff. Yeah, sonny. That'd be my late birthday gift, okay? I'm still on the birthday shit. All right, PT, your birthday did pass, child. Stop. Stop it, PT. Your birthday did passed. I know it. Child, I had them rolling last night. I was hosting a show, and I always do this, and it always works. So, or I got something to tell y'all. I was, what was I saying? I was, every time I go to a show and I do the show, my I never had to, if they got food, I don't never pay for it. They got drinks, I never pay for them. I said, oh, I get on the mic and I said, God damn, Lord, I left my purse in the car. Ooh, how much are they wings? Does anybody know how much their wings are? $5. I said, ooh, child, can somebody grab me some wings? And I run out to the car and get my purse. Oh, you good, PT? Don't worry about it, y'all. I had two baskets of wings sitting on my table last night. I didn't even have no purse last night. And then, then the lady, she was laughing. Good morning. The lady was laughing. She said, when I first got there, this was a straight club we was at, by the way. It's considered a straight bar. And so when I said, ooh, I say, they say these daiquiris are good, but I didn't even have money to get no chicken wings. Because somebody gave me a daiquiri, and when they bring my purse in, no, I ain't even in no car. I'll just, pay for. Oh no, PT, you ain't gotta pay for nothing. And so the lady made me a daiquiri. It was like a rainbow daiquiri. I got on the mic. I said, "Ma'am," I said, "Ooh, them daiquiris sure was good." And I don't really drink that like that no more unless I'm at a club. I say, "But, ma'am, now if you don't mind, I don't know what you insinuating when you made me a rainbow daiquiri, but I'm not a homosexual. I'm like Tyler Perry. I do this just for the money and whatever." I said, "But you can make me another one. I don't care if it's a rainbow one, but I'm not a homosexual." And that lady laughed so hard. That lady was tickled, baby. I got another free margarita. Hey, Lavetta. And I got me another free margarita, baby. I drank and eat free all night long. Oh, I had a good time. I like hood clubs. I like them clubs that's hood. And baby, that is in the heart of South Dallas. It's Martin Luther King and Malcolm X Boulevard. Yes, ma'am, honey. That is the hood. I was across the street from this since my husband earned his wings. I understand. Okay, well, it's the Marriott. It's the Marriott pad. Well, PT could that would definitely be a blessing for me, baby. That's $100 I could keep in my pocket. Ooh, glory. Well, hold on, PT. You ain't got the points yet. Okay. Mm. But yes, honey, that's in the heart of South Dallas. Yes, the heart of South Dallas. Matter of fact, we was right down the street from where they have the Texas, and it's almost time for it to come now. That's right down the street from where they have the Texas State Fair every year, and it's packed. Texas State Fair. The Texas State Fair is it's a big thing here in Texas, you know. But unfortunately, and usually around the State Fair of Texas is when they have hold on a minute. Okay, so the first thing is in Texas, around the time of the Texas State Fair when they open this up, when they have Gremlin University and um, Texas Southern University game weekend, and it's crowded, it's packed. And in 1997 is when I came up with the idea for Dallas Black Gay and Lesbian Pride Weekend. That was my idea, and we did it around that weekend. So it brought a lot of more people to Dallas when I came up with the idea. They're supposed to be doing a write up in the paper about me coming up with the idea for Pride Weekend. They haven't done it yet. Since then, they've changed the name to Southern Pride and United Pride and all that kind of stuff. Child, it is what it is. Black, Gay, and Lesbian Pride Weekend. But y'all never be able to take that from me because I was the one who came up with the idea, baby. Y'all girls could jump on the bandwagon if you want to, but it was my idea. I came up with the idea because I had one of my sons. He passed away. He died, and he used to go to all the prides back in the day. And Scotty's family. What the hell was that? Because this phone is off. What the hell was that? Because this phone is off. I don't know where they came from. Well, Scotty, he used to go to all the prides and stuff. And when he passed away, I was telling my boss, I said, why don't we have a pride event? And why don't we have a pride weekend for Scotty? Scott called it Scotty Polak Pride because they have in Dallas. Oh, this is my phone, and I don't mean like when I say white pride, I mean to me, it's not a white pride. It's just the pride that was one of the original prides here in Dallas. It's called the Allen Ross Freedom Parade. There was, of course, there was white people who came up with it and stuff, whatever. So we say white pride, but it's not. It's for everybody. So I was saying, well, why don't we have a Scotty Pollock Pride weekend? Then we thought about it. Was like, nah, we can't do that because his family was not gay friendly at all. Matter of fact, when he died, we went to the funeral and the preacher talked about gays so bad. They wanted to jump the preacher child. They were saying he said he died. He went to hell. No, he didn't go that far. I think he just said, uh, there was around a time that people was dying from AIDS and stuff, and it was just bad. All the stuff that he said was horrible. And some of y'all might have thought, well, what he said was true, but hell, you know, it's just I don't know it. But anyway, so we couldn't use his name. So I said, well, we need to just call it Dallas Black Gay Lesbian Weekend, and that's how I came up with the idea. So yeah, but that area is hood. Yeah, and matter of fact, the car wash that was across the street from where we was, they shut it down. They got a fence around it because people got shot and killed over there. They was doing drugs over there. Matter of fact, it was a transgender drag queen or whatever here in Dallas that was very popular. Um, she was over there strung out on drugs, and she was over there. It was a viral. It went. The video went viral. It was a place for crack addicts, meth addicts, and heroin addicts. That was the place for air. But I thought they would have did shut it down by now, but they got it all fenced up. You can't go over there and wash your cars no more. Plus, people got shot over there and stuff like that. South Dallas is bad, but it ain't bad as it used to be. It ain't bad as it used to be because they're cleaning it up because that's where they have the Texas State Fair. And baby, you best believe they got so many police over there, baby, doing the Texas State Fair weekend. Baby, got all these people coming in out of town. The shit coming to the fair. People come from all over Texas to go to the Texas State Fair in Dallas. So they're not having it. Yeah, it was as hard as South Dallas. Yes. Uh-huh. They not having that shit. And even though they still have a lot of issues, you got these youngsters fighting and stuff and cutting up and acting fool. You got the gang members and all that. But they be on top of it. They be on top of it. They try their best. They try their best. So I think they said that this year they was you got to be a comp. You got to be have an adult with you if you're underage. And I think it should be like that. Kids don't need to be running, especially at night. They don't be running out to no damn fair and shit out by themselves late at night. That's how they ass get in trouble. So, but yeah, but the Texas State Fair, I have not been, y'all. I have not been to the fair in years. I can't. Matter of fact, the last time I went to the Texas State Fair, bitch, I was on a roller coaster and I almost had a stroke. I was young. I said, "Don't ever get me on this shit again." I can't I can't stand rides. I hate rides. I ain't getting on the teacup ride, a little Ferris wheel, none of this shit. I can't stand that shit. Nope, I'm good. Janet, you ever ate at Two Partners over here in South Dallas or over there in South Dallas? Two Partners. I ate there. It's pretty good. I went to the old one too, the old Two Partners. Hmm. I like blackjack pizza. That blackjack pizza is good too. A little black restaurant over there in South Dallas. Hmm. Yeah. So anyway, guys, I think I'm feeling the sleep coming on. Now I know ain't nobody. Yeah, somebody is above me. Oh, you been to Two Partners? Did you like it? I liked it when I went. Ooh, I had some oxtails. Shit, they was good. I might go there today. Shit. Yeah, they had some oxtails. Ooh, some rice. It was so good. That's the only thing I miss about the big cities is the black restaurants. Yeah, uh-huh. I miss the black restaurants, the black people, my people. I miss being around my people, man. Yeah. And all these fine men in Dallas, okay? Ugh. But you know what? It is what it is. Okay. Now, Pat, I'm about to get off of here, baby. Did you get my phone number? Oh, you went to the old one? Yeah, the old one. I went to the old one too. I went to the old one. It was good. It was really good. I forgot where it was. It's been so long. Oh, is this right there? Oh, you know where? What? I think it was an old McDonald's. It was an old something that they had that building in. But I do remember, or either it was over there by McDonald's. You never been to Blackjack Pizza? They Blackjack Pizza. They hamburgers are the tea, but they sweet. They tea, y'all. they they need to They need to arrest the people at Blackjack Pizza. That tea so goddamn sweet. I'm like, this don't make no sense. That ain't nothing but sugar diabetes. It's straight sugar diabetes. Okay, so I got to tell y'all what happened. Now this the last story. 972. Let me put my number here. Ain't nobody sitting no cash out while I'm out of town. I don't guess. So let me put this up here. So so Pat. Uh, so Pat can email me. Yeah, when a daughter went. Oh baby. Oh, which Aloft? Which Aloft did you stay at? Out there by the stadium? Oh, Lowe's is sickening, honey. The Asians bought what? Child, don't tell me the Asians bought two partners. Don't tell me that. Do not tell me that. I never stayed at a Lowe's. I always said I wanted to. Or the Virgin Hotel. I like to stay at a Virgin Hotel too. Well, I got my room booked for um, Labor Day weekend. Maybe it helps to know somebody. You know how much the rooms cost Labor Day weekend, bitch? Them rooms is $500 and $600 a night. I call the manager. I say, hey, okay. Well, honey, you got to do it before I check out. No, I'm a. Um, yeah, I think it's just a 1, 2, 3. You got my information. You click it over. They'll tell you exactly how to do it, Pat. I'm telling you, they'll tell you exactly how to do it. Yeah, it's real simple because Chase gave me his points because Chase he don't really use them, but I use them because I travel a lot. He said good luck. It was an old black red burger joint. Oh really? Oh okay. Oh it was. You talking about two partners? Yeah, you right. You absolutely right. Yeah. Hmm. Yep. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. Let me tell you what happened. Let me put this phone number up here for Pat. I'm gonna put the phone number up here so I can give her my information. Hold on, I gotta tell y'all what happened to me last night in the Uber. 972-885-8492. Hold on. There we go. Even if I get the points later on today, I can pay for my room today. Use the points for tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. And then they'll still give me some extra points. So when I go to Atlanta, well, yeah, yeah, I could use whatever I don't use here, I could use in Atlanta or also when I go to the radio station. So look, that's the number right there, 885-8492. You could text that number if you don't mind me having your phone number. I'm not no I ain't a crazy person, so you know that. All right, so look, so and he probably watch it, but it's okay. So I'm in the Uber yesterday, Lyft or whatever. This guy picks me up, and handsome guy. You know, I'm not into pretty boys. I'm like, if you just look handsome, I'm okay with that. And so, pretty men, let me say, because y'all be thinking I'm talking about little boys. No, bitch, I'm talking about grown men. But I'm not into a pretty look, a pretty face. I like, just an average man, just normal or whatever. So I'm in a lift, and this guy picks me up, and he's. I knew he was African, but I didn't know where he was from. And so we were just talking. I was just telling him about this and that, this and that. We was talking about somebody that I saw that I didn't really like, and he said why would happen, and I told him, and it was just a lot of stuff that we was just talking. So when I was getting out of the Uber, he says, no, he goes. I go, where you from? He said, Nigeria. I said, oh, I said, well, I won't be going to your, I won't be going where you live at because they don't like us. And he said, he said, you have a girlfriend? No, he said, are you married? I said, no. I said, So then, hey Angela. So then he goes, oh, okay, you're not married. I said, no, I'm not married. So I wasn't thinking, I didn't think, because most Nigerians or Africans, you don't be thinking that they, how you doing? So I didn't think nothing of it. And then I was like, yeah, I would never. And I was telling him my family last name, and I said I really need to get a DNA test. I was just saying all kind of stuff. And so just before I got out the car, he said, by the way, I'm just like you. I started to say, what, black? But I knew what he was talking about. I knew exactly what he was talking about, and it shocked me. It like threw me for a loop. Yeah, because you don't. I said, well, do you ever go back home? He says, no. I said, it's dangerous for gay people. He's like, yes. If they know you're gay or you're out, they'll kill you, put you in jail, everything. Yeah. Yeah. So, baby, I got hit on by the Uber driver yesterday. Was he nice looking? He was my. I would date him. Yeah, I would definitely date him. But I gave my information. I gave my YouTube information. He probably watching now. Hey, baby. But maybe once he saw the wigs, no, he's not undercover. He's just from Nigeria, and they're not open like that. Yeah, but there's a lot of undercover Nigerians in Nigeria. I'm sure for a fact. Yeah, a whole bunch of them. I'm so glad I live in the United States, even though I know the United States get on my fucking nerves sometimes. I'm just so glad I don't have to hide who I am, and have to live like that. They just passed the law in, I think it was either Nigeria, Senegal, or somewhere where, baby, they give you life just for being gay, and then it's just, I don't know, y'all. I was watching the president of Nigeria, and he was saying that we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that in our. We don't approve of that lifestyle. Well, first of all, bitch. So everybody in your country is good. Like nobody sins in your country. There's not one Nigerian that's not hadn't cheated on their wife, or the girl cheated on the husband, or hmm come on now. So you pick and choose what sin is greater than the other, you know. But and I'm gonna tell you where this shit comes from. It comes from these white evangel. What's the word? These white ministers and these white preachers who have them pass them laws over there. They have them pass those laws over there in those countries because they give them money. They give them money um, to help them pass those laws that they know they can't pass over here, but they're trying to. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna give an example. Okay, so like the Project 2025, how they're trying to erase Black history, and how they're trying to do things. I mean, some of the things they say they will do to Black people and their gays. So let me tell y'all straight people something who don't like the gays and our lifestyles or whatever you want to call it or the way we live our lives. Project 2025, baby, they got all of us in the same boat. They're the MAGA, these racist white people, they got us all in the same boat. So you better do your research and know what I'm talking about. They think that this country should be pure white. They think that this country should be pure white. Nobody else is included but them. So y'all, when you go to the voting polls, and that we and you may not agree with what we do in the bed with one another, which I ain't doing nothing right now anyway. I had to make light of it. You may not agree with what we got going on in the bedroom, but they don't like y'all. They don't like us, and they don't like y'all either. Blacks, the MAGA, these so-called Christians, white evangelicals or whatever you call them, motherfuckers. They don't like blacks, Mexicans. If it's not white, they don't like it. Yeah, yeah, we are the same, but not to MAGA, not to MAGA. You know, so basically, just how Hitler did, how he tried to wipe out everybody that wasn't like them. This is what they want to do. MAGA does not include black and brown, and so yes, and I say this like I tell a lot of Christian people. Yes, I understand that you say we know God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Bitch, we know that. If that wasn't the case, we wouldn't be here. But also, I also need some answers to why. How the hell did Adam and Eve? After Adam and Eve, who else? Who screwed somebody else to have more kids? Somebody say, well, they had incest, and then some people say they didn't. Some people say God. Well, my thing is, if God allowed uh, for family members to screw one another, then well, hell, the homosexual should have been okay. I just can't see that. I cannot see that. But good morning. Hey, good morning, Penny. But but I'm just saying, when you go to the voting polls again, you may not totally agree. Just like Barack Obama, I don't believe that he really believes that. Well, I do believe that he believes that it's that two men should be able to get married. Now, biblically, he may not believe that, but he's not the president. Uh, he when you become the president, it says that we are all equal under the law. We all have the same rights and freedoms. But there's a reason why. This is the reason why there was a separation of the church and state. White forefathers, them motherfuckers were some dirty, low down, dirty dogs. They had slaves and shit. But no, I'm not gonna answer the motherfucking thing. Bitch, you not running nothing over here. Shut the fuck up. So the forefathers, them motherfuckers, they were smart. They did a lot of shit. They brought this, did all this stuff they did, But when it came to church and religion and the laws, they did it right. They got it right. Separation of church and state. It should be, because imagine if the Muslims took over the United States, gays would be killed, women who cheat on their wives will be killed. Baby, let God judge us. Let Him be the one to do all that. You know, He's so quick to judge people. But anyway, when you go out to vote, please think about the LGBTQ plus community. Think about the shit that because I got y'all back. You know, I'm black myself, but I'm saying I have, they're trying to completely erase black history. I heard somebody say last night they trying to fix it to where, they trying to make it seem like your husband got to vote for you. All this kind of shit. Like, girl, they're trying to do everything they can because they know that the black and brown communities are taking over this country, and they're afraid that what they did to us, we would do to them. I just don't feel like black people have that in them to do that to white people. I just don't. I don't really believe that. Yeah, that's true. I believe that too as well. But I do believe there's a God. I do believe that there's Somebody bigger than you and I, baby. Trust me, I believe that. Oh, I'm definitely not into religion at all. No. That's why I said these churches in my hometown, the Church of God of Christ, and there's one, the Church of God of Christ. They got these two Church of God of Christ that's in my hometown, and both of them ain't got nobody in there. So y'all so busy trying to, uh, y'all so busy trying to please the Church of God of Christ. Well, you missing out on saving souls by having 5 people over here, 10 over here, and y'all missing the point. If y'all come together and appoint you a younger minister, yeah. Yeah, but they're trying to mix it, Skip. They trying to mix it. These MAGA people, God, because they use abortion and God to get some of y'all votes. hmm And homosexuals. Child, trust me. There's too many other things to be concentrating on, but I tout besides 2 women and 2 men being together, child. But anyway, for those who tuned in late, I have to tell the story again because Janet, uh, what's her name? Janet was here, but Penny didn't hear it, and Angela didn't hear it. But I'm gonna tell it one more time, then I'm gonna let y'all go. Did you get the number, Pat? Pat, did you get the number? Yeah, child. If they could separate church and state, if they could not, if they could fix it to where some one religion was to take over, they would do it. Yeah, it is a profit. I don't have a problem with a church making money as long as they do right with the people with it. They got churches in Houston at one time, back in the 80s and the 90s when I was having a hard time. If it had been for some of the churches, I wouldn't be able to get a light bill paid or, get some food and stuff like that. So if those churches are doing that, that's what they're supposed to do. Yeah, that's what they're supposed to do. That's the church. That's what the church is for. So some churches actually do right by people. Some churches, some churches actually do right by people. They do help, and that's good. Yeah, some churches actually do right by people, y'all. Okay, okay. I put my cash app back up. Let me tell y'all this last story. And I'm getting sleepy. I gotta go to bed. Okay, so Penny and Angela, y'all didn't hear this. What happened earlier? And I got to tell it one more time. So when I got in last night, I was in drag. I had on my makeup and everything. So I was fumbling to get my keys, and the man happened to walk out the. He's coming out the bathroom. He saw me down the hallway, and he said, "Can I help you?" I said, "No." "What are you doing in this hotel?" Excuse me. I don't know. "Okay, what can I help you with?" It got to that point to where I was getting really ticked off because I know why he did it because I had on wig, makeup, and dresses. I get it. I understand. But, he, dude, all you got to do is say, now, if I had been a female, he was like, "Ma'am, are you okay? Is there anything I can help you with?" But you telling me I need to get out this hotel? Oh, no, buddy. No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works, buddy, buddy, buddy. Yeah, it don't work like that. And so, yeah, I'm waiting at 2 o'clock. So when the new crew come on, I can tell her what happened. Yes, I do. I love Tellerico. Yes, of course I do. Why would I not? Yes. I mean, I'm a Democrat, and that's how I vote. Yeah, they're not perfect. Nothing's perfect in this world, but I have to vote for who I think is best to have my back. Especially when it comes to black the black movement and definitely the LGBTQ plus. Oh, thank you. I wasn't really singing live. I was lip syncing, but thank you. Did you send a cash app? I'm just joking. But yeah, so they're gonna hear from me at 2 o'clock. Hmm. They're gonna hear from me at 2 o'clock. Nothing. Can I help you with something? And then when I go back, I get out of makeup. I go back up to the front to confront him. As soon as I walked up to the front, he's like, "Yeah, we don't want that in here. We don't want that." He thought I was some guy, and he was coming to. He was getting ready to probably start talking about me. And I said, "Well, first of all, I'm a gold member, and I gave my name and everything." I said, "Dude, you out of line." I said, "Dude, you're not security." I said, "If I was a woman, a real female, the first thing you would ask me, ma'am, is everything okay? Everything all right?" But no, you talking about I don't belong in this hotel? Are you fucking serious? Dude, he got so nervous. He was so nervous. You know how long I've been doing this? That's probably your problem. You think your shit don't stink. But that's not how you approach people in a hotel. I said, "Dude, when you look like you was trying to get in the room, dude, looking like what I was doing, you should have asked me nicely." He had an attitude because I had on a wig and the dress. I already know that's what it was. But they'll take care of it. Oh, I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll be fine. I know the people that work here. They all know me here. Yeah. Yeah, I said I could just keep having problems with these people, and that's what. And I said this earlier, y'all didn't hear me. I said that's the reason why I always, if I have a show or something, please put me at the very end of the hallway. I try to have a less. I try to have the least contact with the people in the hotel. Put me on the very end of the hotel. If I happen to have to put a makeup, I can walk out the back, come through the back, and not have to deal with nobody. You know. But I mean, people, and we're in a gay area, so what? This is considered a gay area. My thing is, some people are not. Some people are still not okay with men dressing up with wigs and makeup on and shit. But I bet you if I was Jamie Foxx or somebody real popular, he would have been like, "Hey, how you doing, Mr. Fox?" If I was Tyler Perry or dressed up as my deal coming up in there, "Oh, let me get your autograph." Yeah, all that kind of shit. Anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good day. I'll see y'all when I get ready to go pay for my room for another day. I got 2 more days here, and I'll go up at 2 o'clock and pay for the other 2 days. And I'm getting sleepy. And I was anybody got anything to say before I go? And to all you not homosexual, to all you heterosexual men out there that be watching my show and don't say nothing, I'll be seeing y'all profiles. I'll be checking y'all out. Mm-hmm. I go and look at everybody's profile that be watching me. Some of y'all don't have pictures, some of y'all do, but I'm talking about the one who got pictures on your YouTube channel. I'll be watching y'all. I'll be seeing y'all stuff. Yeah, I also notice a lot of y'all be pushing other people's videos, but y'all don't push mine. Shut up, PT. Today is Saturday. Don't need to hear all that. Hmm. Yeah, but the show was good last night. Everybody had a good time. I cut up, acted a fool last night. So I didn't go back and go live again. I got caught up in the moment. Once I get the mic in my hand, yeah, yeah. So everything went good. Hmm. So today is my son's birthday, and we're not gonna hang out till later on this evening because he has to go be with his parents. His real mom. So unfortunately, he's not out to his mom like I am. So, but it's all good. Like I told, that's his life, and I can't make him come out to his parents or his mom. His dad died. No, his dad is still living, but his mom is living. I'm sure she knows he's gay, but she doesn't say anything to him. He's a grown man. He got, he's got a good job here. I told y'all he just bought him a new Mercedes. I wish he'd get a fucking house. I keep telling him, you need to get a fucking house and get out these goddamn condos and apartments or buy you a condo. But he ain't ready yet. But he's a grown man. He can do what he wants to. It's his life. But I take him around my mama. My mama know him. My family knows him. But that's his life. Like I told him, that's your life. You have to live your life for you. Your mama know you gay. When the last time you brought a girl around your mama? Yeah. When last time you brought a girl? You ain't brought one around you. She know what you're doing. And his mama a preacher too. She know what you're doing. But she don't probably trip about it because he's very masculine. He's very manly. So she don't say nothing. But she knows. And she preaching Sunday at church, so he going to hear her preach. No, everybody I bring around my mama, that she know. So, all right, guys, I'm out. I will talk with y'all later. I don't know where I'm going to eat this evening. I don't know. I got to call my best friend to let him know I'm in town. My other one, let him know I'm here and see what he want to do. Because me and my son, we're not hooking up till later on. Okay. But I love you guys. And I'll be waiting on your text message, Pat, if you're still on here. She said she has some Marriott discount, some Marriott points she wanted to give me. And if she give me them points, I ain't got to pay for my room for the next 2 days. Or tomorrow. Shit. Because they would definitely let you give me them damn points. Yeah, sure would for sure, baby. All right, guys, I'm out. Y'all be good. Take care. Love y'all. I'm going to bed. See y'all when I wake up. Bye.